Ever wondered how the United Kingdom came into existence? Let's take a journey back in time, all the way to the ancient and medieval periods. The lands we now know as England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland were once disparate kingdoms, each with its own unique culture and people. Fast forward to the 11th century, and we witness a significant turning point, the Norman conquest, which forever altered the course of British history. Yet, it wasn't until the Acts of Union, first in 1707 and again in 1801, that these distinct kingdoms gradually melded into a single entity, the United Kingdom. These acts brought about profound political and cultural changes, uniting these separate nations under one flag, one monarchy, and one parliament. So we have seen how various kingdoms, cultures, and people came together to form what we now know as the United Kingdom. Now, let's delve into the era when the United Kingdom spread its wings across the globe. In the late 16th century, the United Kingdom began to extend its influence, marking the start of the British Empire. From the Americas to Asia, Africa to Australia, the British flag was hoisted on countless shores. With its formidable naval force, Britain was a dominant power, unrivaled in its capacity to reach the far corners of the world. But what caused this surge in imperial ambition? In part, it was the spirit of exploration and the pursuit of new trade routes. The British were driven by a desire for economic prosperity, a hunger for resources, and the belief that they had a moral duty to bring their culture and civilization to the rest of the world, a concept known as the white man's burden. The impact of this expansion was profound and far-reaching. The British Empire brought vast wealth back to the homeland, propelling it to become one of the world's leading economies. It also introduced British law, education, and culture to its colonies, leaving a lasting imprint that continues to shape these regions today. However, the empire's expansion wasn't without its dark side. The colonization often involved the displacement of indigenous people, the exploitation of resources, and the imposition of foreign rule. It's a period marked by both progress and pain, advancement and adversity. The British Empire was also instrumental in the spread of the English language, now one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. It helped shape global trade, politics, and culture in ways that still resonate today. But with great power comes great responsibility, and the British Empire was no exception. As it grew, so too did its challenges. Managing such a vast territory was a Herculean task. The empire faced numerous uprisings, wars, and conflicts. The sun never set on the British Empire, such was its vastness. But was this empire built to last? This question leads us to the next chapter of our journey through British history, where we will explore the trials and tribulations faced by this global titan. Did you know that the United Kingdom was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution? Yes, indeed. In the mid-18th century, a period of significant change began in Britain, which we now refer to as the Industrial Revolution. This era, characterized by the transition from hand production methods to machines, new chemical manufacturing, and iron production processes, was a time of drastic change. England, with its abundant coal deposits and strong maritime tradition, was the perfect incubator for this revolution. The effects were profound, transforming every aspect of society. The economy surged as manufacturing and production capabilities expanded. This led to an unprecedented increase in wealth, but also created new social challenges. The gap between the rich and the poor widened, and urban areas swelled with workers drawn to the factories. But the revolution didn't stop at the British shores. It rapidly spread across the world, leaving a lasting impact. Countries began to industrialize, following in the UK's footsteps, leading to the rise of the global economy we see today. Moreover, the technological innovations birthed during this period, such as the steam engine and the spinning jenny, laid the groundwork for the continuous technological advancements we witness in the 21st century. The Industrial Revolution not only transformed the UK, but also set the stage for the modern world as we know it today. It was a time of change, challenge, and unprecedented growth, a pivotal moment in the annals of human history. The World Wars were a significant turning point in the history of the United Kingdom. As the echoes of war sounded across Europe, the United Kingdom found itself thrust into the heart of the conflict. The two world wars, fought in the early 20th century, left a profound impact on the nation's society, economy, and its standing on the global stage. In the trenches of World War I, the UK lost a generation of young men. The social fabric of the nation was irrevocably altered, as women stepped into roles traditionally held by men, forever changing the perception of gender roles in British society. The economic impact was equally seismic. The war effort drained the UK's treasury, leading to a period of economic stagnation and hardship. In the years that followed, the nation struggled to rebuild its economy, a task made even more challenging by the onset of the Great Depression. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, the spirit of the British people remained unbroken. The war had fostered a sense of unity and resilience that would serve them well in the years to come. The Second World War further tested the mettle of the UK. As bombs rained down on London during the Blitz, the nation's resolve was tested. Yet, amidst the rubble, the country's spirit remained unbroken. The war effort saw a mobilization of society on an unprecedented scale. The home front became a hive of activity, as everyone, from children to the elderly, contributed to the war effort in their own way. The end of the Second World War saw the UK emerge as one of the victorious Allied powers. However, the victory came at a great cost. The country was physically and economically devastated, its empire was beginning to crumble, and it was no longer the world's preeminent superpower. The world wars left an indelible mark on the UK, shaping its future in ways unimaginable. The legacy of the world wars continues to resonate in the United Kingdom today, a testament to a nation that, in the face of adversity, remained steadfast and resolute. Scene script. Post-war Britain underwent significant changes, setting the stage for the modern United Kingdom. Emerging from the ashes of the Second World War, Britain found itself in a period of profound transformation. The nation, though victorious, was economically drained and socially altered. This post-war era marked a pivotal shift in the country's global status as the process of decolonization commenced. Countries under British rule began to gain independence, signaling the end of the British Empire and the beginning of the Commonwealth. Another significant change was the creation of the welfare state. The introduction of the National Health Service in 1948 was a landmark moment, offering free healthcare to all, regardless of wealth. This was a part of broader social reforms aimed at reducing poverty and improving quality of life. The Cultural Revolution of the 1960s further shaped the modern UK. Music, fashion, and art exploded in a wave of creativity and rebellion, leaving an indelible mark on the world. Icons like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones emerged, defining the era and influencing generations to come. Fast forward to the 21st century, the United Kingdom faced new challenges and opportunities. From navigating the complexities of Brexit to embracing the digital revolution, the nation continues to adapt and evolve. And that brings us to the United Kingdom of our times, a nation shaped by centuries of rich and varied history. So we've journeyed through centuries of UK's history, haven't we? We've seen how this great nation was born from separate kingdoms, each with its distinct culture and history, unified under a single monarch. We witnessed its expansion as it spread its influence far beyond its borders, establishing colonies and trade networks around the globe. We've delved into the heart of the Industrial Revolution, where the UK led the world in technological advancements, transforming not just its own society, but the entire world. We've felt the impact of the world wars, the devastation and the resilience, and the profound changes they brought. Finally, we've observed the UK in the post-war era, navigating its way through social, political, and economic changes to emerge as the modern nation-state we know today. Remember, history isn't just about the past, it's about understanding how we've arrived at our present and how it shapes our future. Keep exploring, keep learning, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more fascinating journeys into the world's history. Until next time.